Country Girls, City World, we are here getting ready to broadcast this new episode that we got to sit down with Jordan Dickeson. He is a comedian, a father, a husband, and an advocate. We got into some deeper things other than punchlines, realizing that what starts as a joke turns into truth that you didn't know that you needed. Now, some things that we talked about were, what does it mean to really show up for women, to empower without performing, to represent when nobody asked you to, but you know it's needed. Now, in our talk with Jordan, he kept it raw, from the journey of body confidence to the struggles of self-doubt after a self-changing accident. He even talked about how raising his daughters, starting out as a teenage parent, trying to break generational patterns and things like building new ones. So this was real, this was open, this was honest. We didn't just talk comedy, we talked community. We talked BBWs, self-love, and the way laughter can heal what shame tried to hide. We even talked about how it's not tearing down skinny girls to uplift thick ones. It's confident and confidence. That's not competition. So Jordan's comedy isn't just laughs. It's a form of protest. It's a movement. It's a mirror. One that reflects what society overlooks and calls it beautiful anyway. He told us about his wife, the woman who inspired his boldness, his two daughters who inspire his truth, and his real life behind the camera, regular blue-collar honesty. This wasn't a scripted sit-down. It was a Q&A that turned into a Q&A with a soul. Who were you before the world told you to shrink? Jordan challenges us to answer that through humor, through healing, and through unapologetic authenticity. It's one thing to go viral, but it's another thing to go valuable. And this episode, it's valuable. It's about laughter, yes, but also legacy, confidence, truth, worth. This is Deniese IncTru-More, episode 5. It's more than just laughs. Jordan Dickeson gets real on worth and women. Now streaming, now needed. Take a moment to listen, watch, and reflect. And remember, the funniest people often carry the heaviest truths, sometimes not just for themselves, but in advocacy of others. Stay tuned.
This announcement to everyone who makes negative comments on my post.
Whoa. If y'all don't like my opinion, or what the fuck I gotta say, all y'all can kiss my ass. Just wanna say something real quick. There is not enough love in this world to be going through any kind of abuse, okay? Verbally or physically, okay? You have the option to move around. There ain't enough love in the world, okay? A real man ain't gonna degrade you, he gonna wanna upgrade you, okay? I'm talking about mind, body, and soul. If ain't already ate so that easy. What the fuck, you nasty motherfucker? Fuck all that shit, nigga. I eat pee holes, assholes, and elbows. But seriously though, you know what I'm saying? Please Get some self-respect about yourself, okay? Move around if you're in that abusive shit, because it ain't worth it, all right? I mean, listen, y'all just...
All right, everyone, this is Denise with Deniese IncTru. Welcome to another episode on our podcast where we shine light on truth, growth, and stories behind the spotlight. So tonight, this episode is with Jordan Dickeson. This is called More Than Just Laughs. Jordan Dickeson gets real on the worth of women. Now, we're sitting down with him today. Normally you'll see him on the internet making people laugh, but today he's going to speak from the heart as we advocate for authenticity, rawness, and just keeping it real. So comedian Jordan Dickeson, he's joining us to just dive into the real talk behind his jokes, basically navigating self-worth, for us, for women in general, and also his evolving perspectives on different things related to it for us BBWs. So we're going to go ahead and go over a couple of questions. Jordan, before we start, I just wanted to see if you wanted to just give us a little bit more about yourself, other than what we already know, just a little synopsis about yourself.
Yeah, there's no problem. Well, my name is Jordan Dickeson. I'm an oil field worker. I got 2 beautiful kids. I am married. That's a question I get a lot. Yes, I'm married. Just a regular working man who likes to make people laugh on the internet.
Okay. All right. So, ladies, he is married. Keep it cute now. All right. But yes. So Jordan is going to open up more, diving into his known love and appreciation for BBWs, which for some of us who don't know, that is for big, beautiful women, and the ways that of attraction, acceptance, and respect towards BBWs. So we're going to go over that further, and in the questions that we'll be asking and the things that we'll discuss, it's going to also be in celebration and confidence, to let y'all know that this is not just about BBWs. It is about BBWs, but I want to make sure as a disclaimer to know that we love all women, and we celebrate the confidence of all forms. So right now, I'll go ahead and ask the question. So Jordan,
Yes.
I wanted to know, when did you first realize, as far as for comedy, when did you first realize that comedy was like, part of the lane, or something that you like to do? Was it something that you found doing just with family, just started to record, or were you in like a group chat with the fellas or something like that? Like how did you come up with taking the route of comedy and then intertwining it with speaking up for BBWs?
Okay, so that's a 2-part question, so I'm gonna give you the first one. Comedy wise,
Okay.
I grew up watching a lot of stand-up comedy.
Oh.
Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, Martin Lawrence, Cat Williams, all these good. That's all I watched growing up. And I was always the class clown. And I was always the one that always make people laugh. And I did theater arts in school. So doing the video stuff online, it came natural. It's just me being who I really am.
Yeah.
Now, the evolve of the BBW love, if you go back in my videos, I would show love to all women that society deemed unfit.
Yeah.
Now, W1 was the one that caught flame. So my representation isn't just for big women; it's for all women that society deems unfit.
Okay.
That one caught fire, and a lot more responses were to that. And I like what I like, so I kept pushing it.
Okay. Well, and aren't we glad that you continue to do so? Because I was going through some of your like your online posts and stuff, and I'm seeing how when you post things, women are shouting out in the messages, like the in the post or in the comments are like, thank you for advocating for us, or thank you, you're building on my encouragement. Like, I'm seeing so many positive things that's being stated. So you're building up that confidence for everyone, including myself. When I crossed your page, at first I looked at it for the comedy part of it. It was just, you tickled me so. But then I stopped and I looked a little bit further. I'm like, you really are encouraging us. You know, because it's tough.
Yeah.
We with the societal norms, everybody feels like you just have to be fit and things like that. Not to say we're not fit, because you can be. I've known other BBWs that are healthy at their weight. It's just you know, to society, it just looks like we are not. Some of us actually are.
When women tell me, hey, you building my confidence up, that makes it all worth the while right there. And just to know that I'm helping somebody that I don't even know, I have no idea about, and I have my DM messages are flooded. And there's some others, there's some stuff in there that be said, that, whatever. There's some nasty stuff, but there are also things where people are sending me paragraphs telling me how much I've helped them with their confidence, or in the other lanes too, where I say know your worth as a woman. Now this goes for everybody, every person, not just a woman. Know your worth as somebody, and don't stick around in a situation that you're not benefiting from at all. Not to say financially, but in all walks of life, spiritually, financially, emotionally, mentally. You have to be able to be happy in this world, because we only get one of.
Yeah. So I also heard you state earlier too, to go into the comedy side of things. So you were motivated through watching like Bernie Mac, which is one of my favorite comedians. I actually did a movie night special with family and friends, and
Yeah.
you know, for that. So, what is one of your favorite movies from Bernie Mac?
That had to be Soul Man.
Yeah, so
But
man. Okay.
but had to be
Oh, and that was
Soul
the last one, right? The last one he
Man.
did.
Yeah. But you know what? I'll take that back. Take that back. The one that turned me on to my favorite movie of all time is Friday. So that's how I got introduced to Bernie Mac. Right there, he was the pastor.
Yeah.
Trying to go in the house with Craig Mama. But my favorite movie is Players Club. Dollar Bill.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a good one. Yeah.
So, but listen, my favorite comedian of all time is going to be Martin Lawrence. That's who I strive to be. That's who I get my character from. That's
Yeah.
who I feel like I act like the most out of anybody. When it comes to video shit. So
Yeah.
that's my favorite dog.
Man, I wanted to see Martin Lawrence too. When he went on tour, I was so upset. I'm like, oh, I didn't get to go see him like every time. But I'm like, one day I'll get to see him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is encouraging. That to be able to be motivated um by those comedians and actually see their path and actually to be able to do that too. So we'll focus on going forward with my next question. So I wanted to ask, so basically you speak up for women, you do celebrate BBWs, and then you turn what I see sometimes turn real topics into like comedy.
Yes.
So where did so basically you've stated like where the love and appreciation, well, most I want to ask, where did the love and appreciation come from, and was there someone in your life that shaped that?
Yeah, my wife.
Okay.
She was the one that did it. Now again, when I first met my wife, she was smaller. We've been together 13 years. Um, Lord, I don't want to get in trouble saying this, so I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it very clearly as possible. She had gained some weight over the years,
Yeah.
and I liked it. It was over miles to something totally different. So when I started she was the reason why I started doing the women empowerment and the women uplifting, uh, because not only her, but other women suffer with their own insecurities within themselves daily. So I wanted to be the one to come in and say, hey, fuck them insecurities. You be you and be confident as you can, and you do what you can to build yourself up, not for the look of society, but for your damn self.
Right.
So that's pretty much where I got the statement idea from.
Okay, so I'm glad that that was a part of your um, molding and shaping you to appreciate
Mhm.
to appreciate BBWs and women of all shapes and forms in general. And I'm glad that you advocate for us. Now, I did want to get more onto the comedy and confidence. So, what role does confidence, especially like body confidence, play in your comedy and in your message?
For myself or or just everybody.
Mm, I would say both.
Okay, so for everybody else, it's much easier to speak on because I'm not going through what everybody's going through, but I can preach what I want to preach. However, I have been guilty of not being able to practice what I preach on some occasion when it comes with certain things, self worth, self motivation, self confidence. I struggle with that my damn self. But that
Yeah.
don't mean you can't preach it out to nobody else and help them out just because, I might have my own dealings within myself. Like, I don't know if you, like, I don't know how long you've been following me, but I just went through a big accident.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah, I saw the photos. I saw you was in the hospital. You just shared some photos online.
Yeah. That was a traumatic thing because now my body will never be the same no more. It's I no longer I have patches of skin gone, pieces of flesh gone in places that is visible. And even right now, going to the store, everybody looks at me with this sympathy, and I hate that shit
Yeah.
because don't look at me like that. Harris. It was accidents, things happen. So
Right.
uh, the self work to somebody else. If I can't do it myself, I would want somebody else to be able to feel confident. Like you say, some of the comments you see in some of the DMs, to be able to help these people with their confidence, my goal has been reached. I don't care if only one person got the video, because right now I'm in a on my comedy on my video stuff. I'm in a what you call a shadow banning on Facebook, which means Facebook is not pressing my videos as hard because somebody may have reported, somebody might have tagged me in something vulgar.
Yeah. That
Thing.
happened to me before.
So right now,
No filter.
right now it's in a downslope. But if you have real legit, because I probably got like close to 300,000 followers. Out of them whole 300,000, maybe 25% of them look at it on a daily, and then only 25% of that only respond on the daily. So that 25% right there is who I'm aiming at because that's who's watching me every day.
Yeah.
And they love it. No matter what I post or how I post it, they understand my message, and I have a great following for dang sure.
You do, yeah. I'll be watching. Like I looked at it today. I'm like, dang. I'm talking about. It was one post you put on there. It wasn't even a whole minute went by. Bam, bam, bam. People start commenting. I'm like, golly, it ain't been a minute yet.
It was what did it say? It was what is one thing that women wish men would stop doing? And women have a lot
Yeah,
to say about us, but good.
yeah. I chimed in on there, but I'm like, oh, y'all got it. Y'all done already started trickling down. I'm like, golly. They was waiting for you to post. Like I know he gonna post today. Let's go ahead and comment.
That's a good, and that's a good thing to be waited on. I ain't gonna say waited on, but to somebody to be anticipating me bringing something that's on my mind, because that's all somebody ever wants. Well, all I ever wanted was for somebody to hear me out, hear
Yeah,
what I say. Just you might not like it, you might not understand it. You might catch it, you might don't. If you don't understand it, this is not for you. This is for
yeah,
that understand what I got going on.
right.
Having a lot of followers is cool, but I want to focus on the ones who there every day watching, linking up, talking, responding, commenting, sharing, liking.
Yeah,
Those are
making those connections. Yeah, that's kind of like that. That's what I push for too. Like, what's
mm,
the point of being online if you're not building the connections and you're actually,
mm,
impacting? I'm like, it's a reciprocity for that too. Like you give out the good, you get the good back. But the whole point is, the connections, building those digital connections and actually making an impact in their lives. So I advocate for transparency. Like I want people to see my good days and my bad days, and understand that I'm a human too. Like I'll get on here, I might one day I'll be saying something, and it may the next day I'll probably you know, it probably don't align to what I said the day before, but at least I'm showing you that that is my true self. And
Yep.
I'll get back on there. I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry about that, you know, or I'll write a whole little post or poem or something. Sometimes I don't even have to do all that, but I still want people to know that that's the real. I don't hide myself.
What we
I try to shine the light on what goes on in my life.
what we human here. We all go through downfalls here, shit. Because I seen one of those guys, or one of them ladies, or man, I can't remember, said on there, all men need to be like you, me, Joy. I'm,
Yeah.
hell no, I got flaws too. Hell,
Right.
I'm not no damn saint here. Shit. I got my flaws. I fuck up. Hell, I do shit I ain't got no business doing. As far as I don't like. I have a problem with, just to open up about it. I have a problem with overthinking.
Yeah.
Shit that ain't even happened is already done happened in my head. The scenario just already came. It ain't even happened yet, but it's in my
Right.
head. You know, you know.
I
So
do that all the time. I'm
you know,
like, girl, stop.
yeah, yeah, that ain't even
I'm
happened yet.
sabotaging. I'm still sabotaging doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So next I wanted to go over. Okay, so I recently saw a video. It was mentioning about fupas. It was so funny. It was such a little thing. Oh my god. I was at work. I almost fell out of my chair laughing. I'm like, Lord. But that was so funny. But so I wanted to talk about that. So you've made loving fupas and thick women into a movement.
That's
Um,
my goal.
so yeah, so I'm seeing different women come on there to talk about their fupas, and I'm like, you know what? At first I used to hide mine. I used to, got to tuck it in, got to put it in the.
Let it on out.
Why hide it? Just embrace it until if I want to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. But
There
it's a
you
part
go.
of my body. It's beautiful too. So women see that and they love it. And you try to make sure that they embrace that too. But what I wanted to ask was, beneath the laughs, what are you really trying to teach people about their self worth? With that too, like with fupas and being with the movement.
Let me commend you for a second because you're the only one that I've ever came across that understands that okay, the comedy aspect of it, but there's a better meaning behind it. So kudos to you for that because you damn sure read past that. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that okay, these are the things that people make fun of. Let's back that.
Mhm.
People make fun of stuff like this. I personally like it, and there's others that love it as well too.
Yeah,
Therefore,
no, I know my fiance do.
there you go.
He's like,
So,
I like
so
that, but he'll come home. He'll be just rubbing on my. He'll be like, that's my pillow right there, and then he'll go to sleep on my back. I'm like, okay, okay.
you got a great man. What you talking about? You got a
Yeah,
great man.
he love every part.
There you go. But it's like, instead of downplaying it, let's reverse it. Let's uplift what people think is ugly or that they think is wrong because everybody doesn't think the same way as the society thinks. You have to be able to address what you're insecure about, or else you're gonna forever be insecure about it. So why not embrace what you got instead of just oh, I need to, like you said, I need to hide it. I need to try to cover it up. I need to do this. I need to go work out 74 hours a day. There's nothing wrong with going to work out, but go work out for your own self reasons, your own
Yeah,
health. Don't do it because you want to impress the internet, hell, because the internet, you ain't gonna never please the internet. I'm going to let you know that right, goddamn. Now,
it's gonna stress
somebody's gonna
you
always
out.
have something to say. Somebody's always gonna have something to say, and for me, I love it because I will tell. If you watch my comments, somebody say something negative, I will say, "Damn, tell me more. Tell me more what you think." And
I
then they'll
noticed that. I saw that the other day. I'm like,
come on,
okay,
come on now, tell me
okay. So
more.
he be like his entire. I dare you to say something else.
No, no, no. That ain't the fact. The fact of it is that once you become monetized, the
Mhm.
more negative shit they say, the more money you make. So therefore,
Right.
you can say all the negative shit you want. Please tell me your input. I need to hear all of it. You
Now,
want
now
to?
see, I need them to start doing that on my page because instead of saying it in the comments, that I'll get the subliminals. But.
I know. See, the comments count too, though. See, the comments go towards the algorithm as well. We need that.
Yeah.
So again, the negative stuff is needed in everything, and I wish people would use it as what's the word I'm looking for? As a fuel, to make you
Right.
want to do better or make you want to be more confident. And like if somebody, because like I had a video one time, and I can't remember what video it was, but I made a video one time, and they said that a man will respond back to a BBW when they get mad as a fat ass B. Okay, if you hear that,
Mm-hmm.
Respond back in confidence.
Mm-hmm.
That's you. That's you. He making fun of, okay, make fun of his little ass. Like,
Right.
just get on his ass back because you
It
are
was
you.
like, but you was in my messages type of
There you
like,
go.
so we'll say stuff like that, like because
There
it be
you go.
true.
There you go.
They'll
But
try
see,
to get online and cap, but at the same time they be in these women's messages bothering them
right.
or hitting them up or in real time. So
Yeah.
it tickles me just
And see,
seeing stuff like that.
that, and then I wish that some of my followers, and I'm gonna say the women, I wish they would understand their self worth and the fact of you don't have to be a secret. You don't have to be a side chick. You don't have to be a late night call. You don't have to be none of that. There's somebody out there for you, and if somebody is doing you like that, that ain't the one. That
Yeah.
ain't at all. Because
Yeah, I've heard so many stories like other friend girls that's like BBWs and things like that. Like they'll come to me, they'll just be mentioning things. I'm like, but is he taking you out in public type of
no,
thing? Like,
no,
don't be no secret boo boo. Like let
no.
him show you off. Like there's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful. Like I see women just just don't have that level of confidence. Like and I myself, like I had to build confidence. Like there was one point in time, well, I'm like average size, but like there was one time I got so stressed out about my weight, thought that I wasn't looking up the parts, so I was anorexic. Um, it got so bad to my anorexia, I had to get admitted to the hospital. I almost committed suicide. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let that happen again. I'm just gonna let my body do what it naturally does. If I'm big one moment, hey. If I'm skinny one moment, hey. But the main thing is just maintain. Just try to stay healthy with whichever form it is. But I will never hide, myself again and put myself into that mental, you know, strain like I did before. So I'm glad that you, with your platform, you make sure to advocate for women in general. So let them you know your self worth and be proud of yourself in any form, and it's okay to show off yourself. You're beautiful regardless. So I really love that. Now I did want to ask, going further. So do you feel like comedy gives you freedom, to say what others won't, or does it come with pressure, like constantly having to perform or soften up the real truths when it's regarding advocating for women?
Advocating for women, no, because I feel like I have a message for everything that I post about. Now, there's certain things I stay away from, like politics, sexuality, and religion. I stay away from all of those things because, like, those are things you have to water down to please a certain crowd.
I've been learning this. It's been a tough lesson for me because, yeah,
Oh no, and
yeah,
for those who do that, hey, all power to you. I hope it work out. But for me, I know the message between what I'm doing for women, and it's a good message no matter what. And I won't double back on anything that I do because I know for a fact that there's something better underlying if you're able to read past the comedy part of it.
yeah,
I got skinny women wanting to be big.
yeah, yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
That is when that's a next level encouragement because you don't find too many men that do that for us. They don't. There's
They
some men they feel
quit.
that way, but in secret they just won't say it out
Okay,
loud.
yeah, there you go. They quit with the bullshit now. They quit with the
Yeah,
bullshit. They just don't want to feel like they are downgrading themselves. But baby, what you tripping? You finna upgrade yourself. You put it to the forefront. You don't even understand what you're doing.
hmm.
You bullshit.
All right. So we're gonna go further. Go with some more questions now. As a man in comedy who advocates for women, what message do you hope that women hear loud and clear when they watch your content?
Be yourself, no matter what the fuck nobody thinks. Plain and simple. Don't get no more realer than that. Be who you are, no matter what, and understand your self worth. That's
Straight.
it. That's all. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
And that's simple and put. If not just women. If anybody were to live in that form of fashion, people
Yeah.
would stress.
Okay. Now, what's something that you learned from women that changed the way that you show up, like not just as a comedian, but as a human being?
Boy, a lot, hell, a lot. Dude. That's a list. Because I went into this thinking I knew everything about women, not to a T, but enough to have knowledge. I've had some women shut me down on some, hey, nah, they ain't how this work. This is how a woman feel about this. And I'm thinking, well, I thought they know well, women feel this way about this. Like, I had a woman one time tell me that a few tell me that sometimes that when a woman gets how can I say it? When a woman gets tired of the everyday same thing, 9 times out of 10 they try to venture off to find something different because they're tired of the routine.
Yeah.
Me personally, I was telling a woman one time, hey, you have a man who, you have somebody who's there for you, whatever, in that form, but he was always working. He wasn't making time for her. So that taught me something to, okay, women love a balance. Women love different, women, I've learned a lot. I can go all day about that. I've learned a lot. But that
Yeah.
was probably one of the most recent ones that I can remember.
Okay. I can attest, well, relate to that, like just having to dealing with routine or whatnot that that
Lack of,
does.
lack of excitement is what I'm trying to say.
Right, right. Like for me, like there have been times that, well, I say one thing that stressed me out is going through repetition. Like I get it aggravates me. I have to have something new happening all the time. Not per se like something extravagant, but just I just have to break away from routine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, other than that, I wanted to ask, what would you say to a woman who is struggling to see herself as valuable beyond her size and her trauma or her past?
Um, Look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful every single day. Write down all the goals you want to hit and read that letter every damn day and practice it step by step. The list ain't gonna be done overnight. This list might take 10 years, 15 years. But
Yeah.
read that list to yourself and make sure you tell yourself you're beautiful every day. Because at the end of the day, all the people and all the things and all the past, none of that is helping you right now. I mean, it could for learning lessons, but
Yeah.
when it comes to the past part, but anybody that you're worried about, what people may think of, shit like that, none of them are helping you benefit at all in life. So you need to get you right first. And I want to say that too. You have to get you right first before you try to do anything else in this world. Because if you're not loving yourself, you're not gonna be able to do nothing for nobody else or anything. And the mothers too. I've run across some things where women were unhappy with themselves that it deals with their mothering skills because they have their own internal problems. Fathers too. You have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're not gonna be able to love anybody else correctly.
Yeah.
Because
That is true. That is true. Like you can't, if you're not pouring into yourself, you just go, like how they say, you just go be pulling from an empty cup. That's going to drain you out. Eventually that's going to, bother you at some point in time. Using those positive affirmations every day, writing down, positive things to yourself, constantly looking into, how you want to encourage yourself. That helps if you're speaking that into your life. So it's good to do it that way.
exactly.
Yeah. Now, so you make people laugh, but daily. I know you do for me when I go on your page. But what's something about you that most people don't see behind the scenes?
Oh, hell of a question.
Now,
Mm.
I know that you did mention, like, you are married,
Mm.
and you have children too,
Yeah,
correct?
two daughters that work my nerve, but they're my babies though.
Yeah. All right. So, did you want to add anything to that too? Like anything else that most people don't get to see behind the scenes?
Yeah, no, I'm just a regular everyday man. That's why, when some of the DMs I get and I respond, because I try to respond back to everybody. And um, some people, oh my God, you responded. It throws me off because I'm like, hey man, I'm just a regular working man who does this on the side for fun.
Yeah.
The conversation is well too. Don't get me wrong, but before I made $1 off that, I was still doing this anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
that just came along with it. Just a regular working man, father, husband, just trying to bring some peace to the world.
Yeah. Yeah. See, most people like when you're online, like they're seeing that part of yourself that you share with the world, but never really thinking about, hey, at the end of the day, this person goes home,
Mhm.
provides for their family, has a family, tends to their household, actually lives through human emotions too. So it's not just you giving that comedy, giving that encouragement to others. You're getting that same thing behind the camera, and actually trying to just be a human,
Yeah,
just in general. So, um,
basically. But the good,
yeah.
but the good thing about it is that the stuff, the way y'all see me acting online is how I act in real life. So the goofiness, the craziness, the saying anything, that's who I am.
Okay, Jordan. So I also wanted to ask, so what does knowing your worth mean to you personally, and how has that evolved over time?
Okay, so for me, it means a lot to me because the the reward that comes with it, the less stress, the not caring what nobody thinks, the motivation to build your own self. Now, again, like I said, that took some time to evolve within myself. We
Yeah.
talked on camera a little bit that I was a teenage parent, and learn being a baby, raising a baby. You think you know everything, and then you have to take those knockdowns.
Right.
Those knockdowns will knock you down mentally too if you're there day by day, such as myself and my wife, and you have to learn how to build yourself back up because outside of a parent, you're also a person, and you
Right.
have to get yourself right as a person to be a better parent.
Okay. Now, I do have a another question where you got to pick. You have to pick one over the other. So,
Yeah, yeah, come on.
fupas or dimples? Pick one and explain why.
Okay, when you say dimples, you mean cellulite?
Hmm.
Um, focus because I like to lay on it.
Yeah. Okay, so fupas, and the reason why you picked that is because you like to lay on it. You like the cushion.
If you love to lay on it, it's a beautiful thing. If you ain't never did it before, you done lost your damn mind. You better try that. You'll never leave. I swear to God.
Like a teddy bear.
Goddamn slippy. Goddamn slippy.
Okay, so what's a BBW red flag that makes you say no, ma'am?
I want to use the term overly confident, but I don't believe there's a such thing.
Yeah.
You know what? Uh, Nasty attitude.
Mm,
Yeah, of
yeah.
course. I love that. I love that you think you're beautiful, and scratch that. I love that you know that you're beautiful. I love that you know you are the shit. But don't shit on nobody else. I don't care if you're skinny, big, middleweight. Don't shit on nobody else because you're self confident. Be
Yeah.
confident in yourself, and don't try to drag nobody down just because you feel like they're not up to par where you're at.
Okay. And I can say for some, because I've been there. Sometime I fall into that trap too, like where you're for especially for us that just gained their confidence. Um, you'll have a what they call like a hyper confidence.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm if I this probably a made up term, but yeah, I'm using it today. So it's like a hyper confidence where you're finally proud of yourself. You're advocating for yourself. You're pushing the agenda of, hey, look at me. I'm finally where I want it to be, but then you get so overly confident that now you, as they say, you shitting on people. Like you
Yeah.
really just.
Yeah.
So it's something like you got to catch yourself. You got to humble yourself within it, because like I'll say even as a recent like I have different companies, very versatile in it, and then just with loving myself more, I just get a little bit overly confident. And that I don't necessarily want to justify that to say that it's okay to do that, but sometimes, when you do get overly confident, you gotta stop yourself, because it's at a level like some of us, we haven't been there before, and it's exciting. It's like a kid going into a candy store and you find yourself, oh, you can get whatever you want. Really? So like it's an excitement, but then like you really have to, hey, you gotta get that one person, that real friend, like Jordan, and be like, okay, mama.
So yeah, you look good and you feel good, and as you should, but don't bring nobody else down because you're feeling good. That's my whole thing. Don't sit here and just because this skinny woman right here is not up to par where you like it at, don't downplay her. Now again, I've been accused of downplaying skinny women, and they're not understanding the message, in some of the videos, because I've compared. I'm not down on those women at all. It's in a comical way, and it's just to show what I like and I prefer. Now, again, the video is one thing, but then in the comments, in the description, it's always showing love to that person that I'm using as an example. All women are beautiful. I don't care what nobody says. Do I just like BBW women? No, I think all women are beautiful. Now, which ones do I prefer?
Yeah. Yeah, and I do. I'll watch a video because I can see how they can really get misinterpreted, and then somebody just skate all the way on it and just turn it into something else. But I do see how like I saw a video. It was a woman. She was like average size, and she was doing like a little twerk thing. And then you was like, oh no, let me baby, you call baby. And then she'll come in there and do her thing. You be like, yeah, you look good, mamas, but let me show you what baby can do.
There you go.
It's just it's like what you would do. In general, like you just building up the confidence, showing other women, hey, you can do it, but she can do it too, and she's just as beautiful as you. Y'all both beautiful. So it's not to make one form be less than the other. It's just to say that, hey, we women are all beautiful in general. You're all beautiful.
There you go. Just because this side of the woman that we know every day, that society deems beautiful, we see that every day. But let me show you over here that, hey, this one can do the same thing. This is beautiful, just not recognized as much.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what's your dream comedy collab, living or dead? I know you were mentioning like Martin Lawrence earlier, and then okay, Jordan. So we've gone over the BBW red flags, but I also wanted to ask. So, what's your dream comedy collab, living or dead?
It'd be Martin Lawrence and Bernie Mac. That's the collab, as far as to be on a professional setting with. Now, video standpoint, why would be Desi Banks, if you've ever heard of him. I'm pretty sure people have. Desi Banks.
Yeah.
And Country Wayne.
Oh, yeah, Country Wayne.
Young Fly and Carlos Miller.
Okay. That's a good lineup, too.
I actually had him like one of my videos one time. I was turned like a mother.
Yeah.
Carlos Miller. I was turned up. You couldn't tell me nothing for a whole week.
He'd be like, oh, he liked it. Oh, yeah. I know I'm the man. I know I'm the man.
But yeah, those would be the dreams, dead and alive. The dang sure.
Okay. Now, I want to ask. So this is a scenario. So you're stuck in a house with 3 comedians for a week. Who are they, and who's cooking?
Okay, it'll be Martin Lawrence, Bernie Mac. In the air. You know what? I'm gonna throw a guy in there that I just recently started watching, maybe a year or so ago. His name is Ali Sadiq. He's from Houston, Texas.
Oh yeah, he has a show out, right? Like Ali, he don't.
Ali Sadiq. Now he has a lot of specials out, a lot of stand-up specials out. It's called The Domino Effect. It was like a 4-part series, but it was all stand-up comedy. But
Yeah.
he would be one I throw in there, and Martin would be the one that cooked because I follow him for real.
Okay. All right. Now, I have just a few more questions now. Well, two more. So I wanted to ask, so what legacy do you want to leave, not just as a comedian, but as a voice in this culture?
That I was able to help build up the confidence of everybody who had insecurities about themselves. That's number one. And also, two, outside of that, it would be to build financial, I say generational wealth for my children and their children and their children.
Okay.
Those are my goals I strive for in life.
Okay. Those are really good. And I'm all about generational wealth myself, so I can definitely understand that. Um, and building those things for your family and for others. Now, what would you tell your younger self about women, love, and living in your truth?
Mm. Oh, have mercy. Okay.
That's deep. It got deep.
Talking to him right now. I'm looking at him.
Like, okay, younger self.
Okay. You always tell your woman the truth.
Hmm. Because we're gonna find out anyway.
Pause. But if you lie and you get caught, fess up.
Hmm.
Don't never ever disrespect a woman.
Hmm.
And if one thing I'm not two things for sure, if you feel the red flag there, get the hell away. It'll save you a lot of heartache.
Okay. All right. I have too tickle right now. I'm trying not to laugh too loud. Coming on to the show to Deniese IncTru. I know you have a busy schedule, with putting out everything on your platform and then taking care of home too. So I just wanted to say to you, thank you personally as well, because as I mentioned earlier, I've gone on your page. I'm a fan. When I'm on your page, I actually get inspired. I feel encouragement, very much empowered by well, all of the content that you have. Even for some, it may be a little provocative for others, but I understand the assignment. I know what you're doing, so I definitely wanted to reach out to you, thank you, have you on the show, so you could shine a light on that truth of why you do what you do. And we can get to see a little bit, just a little part of yourself too, behind, aside from what we see on the camera, but behind the scenes. So thank you. I hope that you continue to do what you're doing. I hope other women are inspired and they actually listen to these words, that they see their worth and continue to be empowered from what you do. And and I hope that you get to have those collaborations with Martin and all the other people that you name. And definitely want to highlight appreciation to Bernie Mac too, which is one of my favorite comedians. So I'm glad that we shared that. So thank you, and thank you for joining the show.
You're welcome. And then I was let you know that I've had a lot of these come across my way, but the approach that I guess the page promoter has makes me not want to do it. Your approach was a lot different. You came to me with the proposal. Everything was straightforward, right laid out. You explained that you went through my page and you understood what I was saying. That's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to do this because okay, somebody gets it. Let me do this one. Because a lot of them are not saying, and a lot of people are gonna be watching this. I damn sure told y'all no because of y'all's approach. Don't come me with no BS. No, tell me the real. So
Right.
I appreciate you coming at me in a very direct way, and that's the reason why I did this. And I had fun doing it. It was great. We just recently found out we're both in Texas, so
Mhm.
we're definitely going to do something live and in person for a damn show.
Yeah, so y'all be looking out for that. That is definitely going to happen.
That's
Because, y'all, one thing y'all know about me, if you've been following me, I don't just talk about it, I do
there you,
it.
there you
All
go.
right. So I can't wait for that to come about. We have our direct interaction together to be able to record another episode from our podcast and keep doing what you're doing. And I hope that we spread light on your truth tonight. And see you next time.
Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Thank
Bye-bye.
y'all. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
You're being yourself, fuck her. Let me tell you something. I used to go with a girl when I was about your age. I tried to please her peppy all the time. Went out my way to please her peppy. I come in one day, I said, nice weather we have. So you can't say that. You can't say that, it might rain. I said, nice tie you got on. So you can't say that. My wife tried to choke me with it. Point I'm trying to tell you, son, is be yourself. People don't like how you be yourself. Fuck them. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on. The crazy going in there. That's all you do.
Words to live by.
Live by, son.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the club now.
You go
Dirty
enjoy.
women. She don't even know how to wipe good. She gotta be smelling nasty. The fuck? Look at this shit.
Guess when I thought I could palm it. You better drop to your knees and bark like you want.
The fuck? Let me give you the entire view. Baby!
Walk like you want it. Walk like you want it, baby. Walk like you want it.
Get the fuck out of here with them negative ass comments. Every BBW on my page, wash they ass, wash they pussy, stay clean. BBWs, don't let these motherfucking hating ass comments get to you, because we know how me and you rock now, man.
Going down, man. Yeah, you know it's going down, man. This beat makes me feel like I'm jamming a screw.
Hell no. Do it again.
Yeah, I got a slam.
No. Hell no. Do it one more time and do it with your chest. Listen, we done. You can't do nothing else right. Don't growl, don't scream, don't do nothing. Just go turn the camera off now.
Okay, they